Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Hey, just about something right now. One more time. Something right now in the house. One more time. Hey, I got another question. Now, this time, this is based straight for the conscious community. When would the conscious community build something? When would the conscious community build something? Here's what I asked. Why I asked. Now, the conscious community seem to always, and those who knows to call themselves conscious and know what the conscious community is, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the conscious community seem to always be beating up on the religious community, whether it's Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, etc., etc. With that, they're always beating up on these people, and most of the time, the people in the conscious community subscribe to most of them. Now, I said everybody subscribe to a lot of the Kemetic doctrine or the Kemetic science. But and here's something. Now you got the Nation of Islam. Now they call themselves a Nation of Islam. They have something for themselves. Whether we agree with it or not, I ain't saying we got to agree with all their philosophy, their theologies, and none of that. But the thing is, they have something for themselves. The Nation of Islam, they have their own buildings or mosques or temples or whatever. They have that, but they can have their services. Whereas the conscious community meeting places to have their meetings and things of that nature. One thing, a school, and I ain't calling no names on this, but the school, the Nation of Islam have the universities of Islam for their members of the Nation of Islam, for their children to go. Where's the conscious community schools at? Huh? Where y'all schools at? You know, and I would even say going with the Nawabians. Now, you know, I have to give the Nawabians credit, and I even go back. The Nawabians now, and even when I was in, really just saying I was a part of the Nawabian nation. I'm always say I'm a Nawabian. Hell, like you can't say you're not. I can't never say I'm not a Nawabian according to the definition that what it says that a Nawabian is one who practices the science of sound right reasoning. If that's I would always be a Nawabian according to that meaning, one who practices the science of sound right reasoning. But anyway, Dr. York, at that time, they had the land, ancient Tamaray. He talked about we having a practicing a culture, and he had purchased what I think it was like, if I can remember correctly, it was 419 acres of land. I might be off on the exact, but I know it was over 400 acres of land. So he purchased that. And we built the pyramids or the mirrors, and we practiced a culture, ancient Egyptian culture or ancient Kemetic culture and things of this nature. We did the ritual ceremonies. We had that, and even to this day, the Nawabians now, they still have their books. They got their bookstores. They have a bookstore. They have plenty of bookstores. They have a dress. They own dress. Customary dress they have, language, Nawapui, they have their own language. Now I have to give much respect to, these different groups, and even the Hebrew Israelites have their language and things of this nature. Even the different Hebrew Israelites camps. Like I said, they have a cultural, dress. Some of them have a cultural dress they wear. Even though some people like to make fun of them, but hell, they got a cultural dress. They have like different customs and things of this nature. Language. A lot of them speak the ancient Hebrew or Hebrew language. But it's just something, man, I just want to throw out. When in the hell is this so-called conscious community gonna build something, instead of just beating up on everybody and just take it back. I forgot one. The Christians. Hell, we know what Christians got every goddamn thing. They got churches, they got their own churches, worship centers. They got daycare centers, hell, for the children to go to, and hell, a lot of us, You know, people take their children to some of these Christian daycare centers. You know, it might be just a daycare center, but it's basically owned by somebody who professed the Christian religion or faith or whatever. You know, so it's a lot of these things in Islam. You know, some Orthodox Islam. I went to Sister Clara Muhammad. I used to go to the mosque under Warren D. Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad's son, Imam Warren D. Muhammad. And they had a mosque, and they had a school in there called Sister Clara Muhammad School for the children of Muslim school to go to. It just throwing out some things like, so when is this so-called conscious community that's supposed to be the creme de la creme, damn near the Harvard of black intellectual intelligence? When the hell y'all gonna build something, man? When you gonna build something? Build something, have something tangible for the people, man, instead of always talking about what somebody else ain't got. All right, peace, man.